Good day to everyone. Before we begin my presentation, let me have a short introduction first. Hello to everyone. My name is Christina Calasitas Almazar. I am 19 years old and currently living in Navotas City. I am a second year college student at Navotas Polytechnic College and I am pursuing a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. In the next slide, let me share a photo of my family. The first photo shows my complete family. It was taken a long time ago and it may seem old. And as for the second photo, it was taken during the new year and my parents got separated at that time. So that's why in the second photo, it's just me, my mom, and also my brother. Since we are now talking about my family, let me proceed to my 10-year plan for my family. My plan for the next 3 years is I want to make my parents proud. Since I am the youngest in my family, they put a lot of expectations on me, and with that, I want to be a daughter that can live and meet their expectations. I want to prove to myself that I am someone that they can be proud of. For me to achieve that or to make it happen, I need to study well and finish the course that I took. Since I am currently a second year student, 3 years are enough for me to graduate with the course that I am pursuing. The reason why I said that 3 years would be enough is because we never know if I can finish my course within 2 years just like the others, especially since I am an irregular student. I think that 3 years are enough for me to take my back subjects and graduate with my course. I believe that college is a journey and not a race. We cannot compare the road or path that everyone takes, and all that matters is we arrive at our destination or our goal at our own pace and our perfect time. Next that I have is my plan for 5 years or in 2028. I want to have a family business that my mom and my sister will manage and show their skills in terms of cooking. My mom and my sister shares the same hobby and that is to cook. We even take this hobby as a source of income and of course, as a sister and a daughter, I would like to support them with the thing that they are confident to do. I also believe in their skills and I am confident with the food that they would like to sell because I know that it will be tasty. And for this to happen, I would save up to provide the necessary funds for the business that my mother and my sister wants to establish. I'll set an exact amount and once I manage to reach it, I'll give those funds as an investment. The next that I have on my plan is for the year 2030, which is 7 years from now. I have a sister and a brother. They are now a parent and I can see their struggles, especially with financial issues. I believe that in 2030, I will now be capable of supporting not only myself but also to my niece and nephew. I want to help them. I want them to feel that they can rely to their aunt who is willing to support them, especially in their education. To make it happen or possible, I have to manage my finances and having a financial plan the key for will be the key for me to make it possible. I will also continue to work hard with my career and aside from that, just giving them a daily allowance and the supplies that they need will be enough. Let's say that I will give them their allowance every week and I will provide their school supplies every school year. Next for my plan is for the year 2033, which is 10 years from now. And what I want is to see my family together, living under the same roof. I want us to have our own permanent house, be able to be together all the time, and eat together. To make it happen, aside from saving, setting a budget and a plan will be a great help since we will just have to follow the plan and avoid overspending. Saving for the whole family by combining everyone's salary from our work and the profit from the family business would also boost the financial status of our family. That will also be a great help since we can save more because we have our family business to rely on and not only on our work and salary. Aside from that, placing our funds at the bank will also help us to secure our money and avoid being impulsive on the things that aren't necessary. Now that we're done on discussing my family plan, let us now move on to my career plans. As you can see in the slides, the following photos that I attach are from our projects on the other subject where we get to experience teaching children, and as a future educator, it is a great experience. My plan for the next 3 years of my career is I want to graduate as a secondary education teacher, and as soon as I graduate, I want to take the licensure exam or the LET. And to make it happen or possible, I would like to apply a discipline routine or studying and taking time to review the lessons so that I won't be able to forget about them. Before taking a licensure exam, I would also like to be part of a review center so that I could review the possible questions that might appear on the exam. I also want to be prepared as much as I can, so I am willing to be part of the review center so that I can pass the LET on my first take. Next is my plan for 2028, which is 5 years from now. After I graduate and pass my LET, I would like to apply for any private school, and while I am teaching, I would also like to continue my further studies by taking master's degree. To make it possible, I would like to look for a good university that will allow me to pursue my further studies while I am teaching at the same time. Aside from that, I would also like to make sure about meeting the qualifications such as taking and passing the master's admission test in education. And after I pass my master's admission test, I am interested in taking a master's of arts in education. The next plan that I have for 2030, which is 7 years from now, I want to continue being a private school teacher. And the reason why I wanted to continue being a private school teacher is because they are kinda beginner friendly. I want to learn and enhance my skills while I am teaching in a private school. To make this happen, I would like to stay in the private school that accepted me when I am still taking my master's degree. And aside from that, staying in a private school will help me to gain experience, hone my skills, and be an effective educator. I want to gain experience by volunteering for any program that aims to teach children who are unable to enter school. I would also like to attend seminars and workshops. These opportunities would help me to enhance my skills and be an effective teacher who makes an impact on the students. My plan for 2033, which is 10 years from now, is to enter a public school and be a public teacher. After obtaining a 2 to 3 years of experience as a private teacher and also having my master's degree, I would like to be a public teacher this time. I feel like I am now ready to reach a huge class size inside the classroom, and I also think that most of the teachers in the public school are called seasoned teachers, and I would like to be part of that. And I want to use everything that I learned when I am still in a private school and use it while improving it at the same time. Aside from that, the reason why I wanted to move to a public school is because I would like to teach at the school where I graduated when I was still in high school. It's always been my dream to come back to my old school and to be a teacher this time. Now that we are done talking about my career plans, let us now move on to my other plans. My plan for the next 3 years in this category is to take my time and spend time with my friends and family. This is also the year when I will be graduating from my course, so I am planning to take a short trip or vacation with my family and friends separately. This will also serve as my graduation celebration. Since this plan involves other people, I have to make lots of considerations, especially in terms of planning. I want everyone to be available with the desired date of our travel. Because of this, vacation must also be considered and to be prepared with the use of our savings. I want to take a vacation before I spend my time preparing myself for the board exam. After a celebration with my family, I want to have a at least 3-day trip with my friends. The next that I have for my plan is for the year 2028, which is 5 years from now. This year is I am now a private school teacher, and I want to repay my parents, and I also want to spoil them with the things that they want to. Little by little, I want to return everything to them. An example of this is when eating at a restaurant, I want to treat them with my own money and just enjoy the time that we are together. Aside from that, my father always tend to browse online, and every time he wants to purchase something, I want to be the one that will pay for him. And for me to make this happen, I think that I should manage my salary wisely, separating my needs, my wants, and also my savings. I want to be disciplined with how I use my funds, and I want to have an extra for buying something that my parents or my family needs or wants. Next is my plan for 2030, which is 7 years from now. Ever since I was a kid, I always imagined myself being surrounded by animals. And whenever I see stray cats or dogs, I badly want to take them home, but I am not allowed to. And now that I am capable of doing it, I want to build a shelter for stray cats and dogs. And to make this happen, I think that raising a fund to support rescuing stray animals is the most ideal way. And by doing that, any donations would go for the food and veterinary bills for the rescued animals. Adoption for rescued animals will also be open, and this shelter will serve as a temporary home until we find a permanent home for them so that they won't have to live in the cold streets. Lastly, this is my plan for the year 2033, which is 10 years from now. I am not asking for something more. I just wanted to live with peace, and especially, I wanted to be genuinely happy. I want to focus on myself, my family, and also to my career. And to make this happen, I think that I should look for the happiness within me. I want to find something that could bring joy to me. And this year, I want to focus on myself. I want to take this chance to heal my inner child and just enjoy myself. Aside from that, I should also focus on my career as a teacher. I want to give inspiration and motivation to the youth. I also want to keep my passion for teaching like it is burning. I don't want to see myself getting drained from my chosen career, and even though I know that it is inevitable, I sincerely hope that I will remain a teacher who leaves a lesson in my students' mind and watch them grow. And that's the end of my personal and professional development plan. Thank you so much for listening.